from Western New York. Return starts at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVP. He's finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
Allen comes out throwing. And his first offering in the game winds up incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Has him on a quick hitter. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He keeps it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First tune of the game for James Cook. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Dive play straight ahead. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
Cook trying this one up the gut. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Again, it's Cook. And they limit the damage just a few yards on game. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. This is brought in by Coleman. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
4 yards. That's another Bills for 1st down. 1st and 10.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Now, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. And Allen will hold on to this. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Gonna keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gains.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now Allen going to the air. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving. Brock pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Just one defender, and he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 7, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Cook can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal. Another one for Cook. And this is going to end behind the line. Brock, a great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This just 21 yards down the pipe. Bass's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
How well they were eating up yards and 1st downs. You know that kicker want to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Tyler Bass.
Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket, and he's a franchise quarterback to build upon.
He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little shorter than 35.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Taken down at the 41. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Ravens.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Lamar now from the gun. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Motioning left is their running back. Jackson now on 3rd. Completed to Flowers. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd and 10 now. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Now we're on by Cook. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Dumped off to his running back. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Jair Alexander with the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Allen on 3rd and short. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This is Cook. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to run for it. And a stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Cook. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's got a touchdown, but there's a flag down. Might be defensive, though. I think this touchdown should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. All the top, and he goes down.
Look at quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Another try following the sack. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He's back. Derrick Henry was the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. He finds Bateman on the slant. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. It's a small gain up to the 38. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Stop him before he gets much on the turn.
Those defenders see the QB keep the ball, Kate. They're hoping they can get a hit on him before he gives himself up. He got there in time, took full advantage, even hitting him hard enough to jar that ball loose.
From the pistol, Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Ravens at a deficit. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Here he is on 3rd and long. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Slot receiver headed left. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 2nd down.
So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Throwing here, Allen. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. On 4th down now, on comes Brad Robbins to punt for the Bills. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. Fielded just ahead of midfield. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. And they bring him down around the 34.
Jackson's pass.
There's 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Loop out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of?
Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They've got 1st down from the 31. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running once more with Henry. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
He's brought down by
I
Shaq.
talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space. This game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet, have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. It's Henry on the counter. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
This is Henry on 2nd. Into the secondary past the 40. And he gets this down to the 38. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Another run for Henry. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Jackson keeping it himself. On the move into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game.
Ravens 7.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Bills set to take over offensively. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Enough to Cook here out of his own read. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 11. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Kate, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big 3rd down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
Allen on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are smaller. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here to start the drive. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Sending the tight end in motion left. Lamar's going to keep this one. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Bills crowding the passing lanes. They've got a dime look here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
And the Raven 1st down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
From the gun, a run for Henry. He finds space into the red zone. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, Now the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, and they go back to Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a third-quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Bad weather doesn't... That extra point, it's good. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Finds his fullback. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's caught for the first. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
What's that?
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
What's that?
Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
Complete to Khalil.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
What's that?
Allen to throw. That one's complete right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Go! 180! What's that?
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Next snap coming inside the red zone block. He picks up 9 on the play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Allen on the play action. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up for contact.
20-yard gain on the play. And That's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
And now from the pistol to pick. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing from the gun. Got a man. It's Knox. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
And the Ravens going nickel, 3rd down. Cook trying this one up the gut. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And the defense escapes. They have a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Baltimore running its offense out now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive play straight ahead. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Jackson keeping it himself. Past the 25, still on the move. Across the 45. Lamar Jackson. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field and find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. And I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
Bills 10.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen hits him on the in route. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. And Allen will hold on to this. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
Not the biggest game, but exactly what they needed. Just get the 1st down and keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On the ground, 1st run for Ray Davis. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Hits him on the out route. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's down very close to that 1st, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Drops it off to Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills at a 2-score deficit. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. Drops by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
The ball on the 13. Once again, it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now to throw. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now within 1 score in the 4th. Josh Allen, the touchdown.
you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4th. Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Stop him at the 10.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the pistol, Henry. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Henry. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Brings up 4th down.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran about the lux when that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, we could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He's running for it. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Cook. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He'll look to throw it. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Buffalo.